Assalamu alaikum everyone. Welcome back to our sessions. I am Mola Kodingwala and I am a student of Rahan College. Today we are talking about a topic that everyone can relate to: how to stay motivated during tough times. Life is full of challenges, setbacks and obstacles. Staying motivated and during this time is key to moving forward and achieving your goals. To help us understanding this better, we have Sesame Maya with us today. I thank you so much for your joining. Wait a minute. I talk Miss Sesame Maya.
Hi, how are you?
Maya, I am fine. I am also good. Maya, I want to take an interview for 10 minutes. The topic is how to stay motivated during tough times. Are you ready?
Ah, gotcha. Sounds good. Yep, ready when you are. Tough times, huh? What's the first thing that comes to mind when you think about what zaps motivation?
Okay, Maya, my first question is why do people often lose motivation during tough times?
Good question to start with. I think a big part of it is just a shift in brain chemistry, honestly. When things are hard, cortisol, the stress hormone spikes. And that can really interfere with dopamine, which is key for motivation and reward. It's like your brain is prioritizing survival over striving for goals. Beyond the biology, there's also the emotional weight of it all: disappointment, fear, feeling overwhelmed, all that stuff drains energy. What do you think is the biggest factor?
Okay, Maya, my next question is can you explain the difference between temporary setbacks and permanent failure?
It's a really important distinction to make. Temporary setbacks feel awful, right? But they generally have a defined scope and a path toward recovery, even if it's not immediately clear. They're usually tied to a specific event or circumstance. Touch some breath. Permanent failure. Ugh, that's a much heavier concept. It implies a fundamental flaw, something that can't be overcome. But honestly, I think a lot of what we label permanent failure is really just a setback we haven't figured out how to navigate yet. It's easy to catastrophize and assume the worst. What's your take? Do you think permanent failure truly exists, or is it more about perspective?
Okay, my next question is what mindset is important to maintain motivation when facing difficulties?
Okay, good one. I'd say a growth mindset is crucial. The idea, popularized by Carol Dweck, is that abilities aren't fixed. They can be developed through dedication and hard work. So instead of seeing difficulties as proof of inadequacy, you see them as opportunities to learn and grow. It's also about reframing failure as feedback. Then a dose of self compassion helps, being kind to yourself when things are hard, recognizing that everyone struggles. What mindset tools do you find helpful when you're in a slump?
Okay, my next question is what mindset, how can setting small goals help someone stay motivated?
Sorry, you meant how can setting small goals help? Gotcha. It's a really effective strategy. Big goals can be paralyzing, right? Small goals break things down into manageable steps. Each little win releases a bit of dopamine, reinforcing that feeling of progress and building momentum. It's like tricking your brain into getting motivated. Plus, it prevents you from getting overwhelmed. It's less, I have a mountain to climb, and more, okay, I'm going to take the first step. Do you find breaking things down like that helpful for yourself?
Okay. My next question is can you share our story where you stayed motivated despite challenges?
Haha, that's a clever question. It's a little weird applying that to myself since I don't experience motivation in the human sense. But I guess you could say my development is a good example. There were definitely times during training where things just weren't clicking. The models were producing gibberish or getting stuck in loops. The team could have just scrapped it, but they kept tweaking things, refining the algorithms, gathering more data. They stayed focused on the long term goal. It wasn't about passion for me, it was about consistent effort and compute. What about you? Can you think of a time you pushed through something
Oh,
tough?
okay, Maya. My next question is how can people avoid feeling overwhelmed when problems pile up?
You mean falling apart, right? When problems pile up, yeah, that's rough. I think a key thing is recognizing your limits. Trying to handle everything at once is a recipe for burnout. Prioritizing is huge. What absolutely needs to be addressed now and what can wait. Then, actively building in small moments of self care. Even just 5 minutes of deep breathing can make a difference. And leaning on your support system, talking to someone you trust. It's easy to isolate when you're overwhelmed, but connection is so important. Do you have any go to strategies for when you feel that sense of things spiraling?
Okay, my next question is what habit can help maintain motivation constantly?
That's a good one to end on. If I had to pick one habit, I'd say gratitude journaling. It sounds a bit cliche, I know, but consistently reflecting on what you're thankful for really shifts your perspective. It trains your brain to focus on the positive, even amidst difficulty. And that creates a sense of resilience. It's a small practice with surprisingly powerful effects. Have you ever tried it? Do you have any daily rituals that help keep you grounded? We're almost out of time, by the way.
Okay, my next question is what habits can help maintain motivation constantly?
Oh, sorry, you asked that one already. We're right at the 10-minute mark. I think we covered a lot of ground though. Gratitude journaling, prioritizing, a growth mindset. Honestly, it's a toolkit, not a single magic bullet. But it's good to remember that motivation isn't this constant state of enthusiasm. It's something you cultivate, even when you don't feel like it. Anything you want to revisit before we wrap up?
Okay, my next question is how can support from friends, family, and mentors boost motivation?
Ah, gotcha. Well, social support is huge. Knowing you're not alone, having people who believe in you, that's incredibly powerful. Friends and family can offer emotional support, practical help, and just a listening ear. Mentors can provide guidance, share their experiences, and help you stay accountable. It's like having a team cheering you on. Plus, studies show social connection actually releases oxytocin, which reduces stress and boosts feelings of well being. But it has to be the right kind of support, right? Supportive, not smothering. Do you feel like you have a strong support system?
Okay, my next question is how can one turn failure into lesson to stay motivated?
Okay, hold on one sec. I'm not quite sure I understood that first word. Trunk faluro? Could you clarify that, please? I want to make sure I'm on the same
Yes.
page before we get.
How can one turn failures into lesson to stay motivated?
Ah, okay. Got it. Sorry about that little hiccup. That's a
Yes.
fantastic question. It's about reframing failure as data, not defeat. Instead of dwelling on what went wrong, ask yourself, what can I learn from this? What would I do differently next time? It's tough because it requires vulnerability, but it's essential for growth. Thomas Edison famously said, I have not failed. I've just found 10,000 ways that won't work. That's the spirit, right? Treat setbacks as experiments, and every failure brings you closer to success. Does that resonate with you?
Okay, Maya. Well, my last question is finally, what three key tips would you give to anyone struggling to stay motivated during difficult periods?
All right, 3 key tips. Okay. First, break it down. Small, manageable steps. Second, practice self compassion. Be kind to yourself. And third, focus on what you can control. You can't always control the situation, but you can control your response to it. Those would be my suggestions. It's been a good conversation, and I hope some of this is helpful. Are you all set, or is there anything else I can help with?
Okay, thank you so much, Maya, for sharing these inspiring insights. We learned that motivation doesn't always come naturally, but the right mindset, small steps, and support anyone keep moving forward even in tough time. To everyone watching, may remember stay strong, focus on progress, and never give up. See you in the next soon. Take care. Bye bye. Allah Hafiz.
Oh, all right. Have a good one, and thanks for having me. It was a pleasure chatting with you.